All right.
Okay.
Joining
Alright.
a bit late into the ratpacker versus bagel game. See both teams
1
opting
second.
to set their hazards early. Um,
Yeah.
one KO each player to each player.
Yeah. Both sides have Basque Legion. Ratpackers got more talent oriented in a team, and um, uh, Bagel's got more trigger oriented collection of mons. Um, Lots of just like staples and
Speed booster flutter is interesting on here, though. I
yeah,
will
it just
say.
provides a little bit of reach with the speed tiers. Seems valid. Yeah, it is a little surprising.
Glamora faster than the Cleavor, so he's probably going to need to set Tailwind to keep his hazards on the field. Otherwise, going to lose him to that rapid spin or mortal spin, which does happen. There we go. Gets the KO on the on the Glamora, meaning Stealth Rocks should presumably stay up for the entire game. I don't think they have another way of removing them. Flutter does get a substitute up for
A little bit of
free.
an interesting choice to sub out there, but I mean,
Relatively unpunished.
yeah.
Notably faster than the Cleavor in Tailwind with that speed booster.
Mhm.
Imagine the DNC here wants to set Trick Room, however, does have to deal with potential taunt from the Tornadus. Could also just Diamond Storm, as both Mons are weak to Rock.
Yeah, both sides have Basque Legion. Yeah, Ratpackers got more TNC does line up really well, and yeah, pretty good turn for Bagel there. Bagel's got more trigger oriented.
Diamond Storm gets the double KO.
Collection of mons.
Gets the defense boost. However, Scizor is
like
in a prime position to start taking some kills, and that Basque Legion in the back is looking ever more threatening.
I mean, both Basque Legions in the back look super spooky. Just it's gonna come down to whoever has speed control. And right now, the Flutter main is the one that has the most the best speed control.
I am back. Sorry about that.
Yeah. No worries.
Yeah, just a super fast game. Both
Oh, I can see
players,
that.
all their kills are just dealing damage.
Okay.
Yeah, probably only another 2 or 3 more turns left in the game.
I see that.
Yeah. Bullet Punch looks incredible here.
Yeah, it definitely does.
But
into either slot, honestly.
Yeah.
It just depends if Bagel can get the protects
Serena
right.
presumably has a high jump kick for this Chen Pao. However, it does have to deal with
potential
protect.
and also just the fact that there's two ghosts.
Yeah.
And also that Bagel really wants to protect here.
Yeah. I think we're more likely to see the Bullet Punch go into the Chen Pao and a Power Whip into that Flutter main. As both Pokemon should be able to take a Shadow Ball quite nicely.
Yeah.
Though Serena might die to a
of...
Terra Moonblast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Both players, I believe, still have their Terra available as well.
Yep, they've both held it.
I'd imagine for the Basque Legion in the back. Though we could also see the Serena have a defensive Terra here to better take a potential Moonblast.
I mean, you have to assume that Bagel's just gonna protect both Mons, right?
I suppose, yeah.
Yeah, that would be not a terrible play, but then you're just
Seems
at risk.
pretty straightforward. I guess it gets punished by like a Swords Dance potentially, but
yeah, and there's both, like you said.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bull Punch, you're still very threatening though. Nothing really changes from that. Now you're faster than the Serena. With both
Yeah, the
Mons.
Bullet Punch is threatening, but if this arena goes down, then if the Qianpao has a way to hit Basque Legion.
Oh, a Terrifier.
Still dies to throat drop though. Life Orb Qianpao, okay.
Okay. Who's got the faster Basque Legion?
I don't think that matters.
Does it not?
Sucker Punch goes before Bullet Punch, and I'd imagine the last respects just one-shots the Scissor. Or locks into Wave Crash. Interesting choice.
That was a very interesting choice.
It might not be locked. Do we know if it's choiced or?
Okay, but there's still no reason to ever click Wave Crash.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like the Terra's already been burnt.
Yeah, that's true. Oh.
Okay.
Sure. That was
yeah,
game 1.
Big damage from Cheems.
Very, very offensive game.
Yeah, the like outside of the protects that dragged the game on for a couple more turns, the game was pretty much over by turn 5, except for the positioning. And we didn't catch the first couple of turns, but that just looked like a bunch of hazard stacking and just early trading.
Yeah. That about sums up the first few turns, yeah.
And then we wait for game 2.
Yeah.
Pretty good replay of showcasing late game Basque Legion. It just clicks buttons and things die.
Yep.
Even though neither really picked up a kill. they were in prime position to do lots of work.
I mean, I was super impressed by the Qianpao Sucker Punch just picking up Scissor.
Yeah,
that was impressive.
I guess, yeah, that pretty much guarantees that it was a really low bulk Scissor.
Or probably like Adamant Qianpao.
I guess, but even then it's still a roll. If like max HP Scissors, it tends to live even Adamant Qianpao. So I guess it could be a combination of the two. But yeah, Adamant Cheems
would
would
see a Thunderous T. I don't know if I've seen one of those used yet.
Full Rain. Interesting. Full Rain into the Sneasler, and the Chiyu makes an appearance.
Yeah, so Thundy T, not a super common Pokemon ever in doubles, but it does match up really nicely into Iron Hands. So
matches up nicely into a lot of the team actually. Notably resisting that Rillaboom's grass moves, not double resisting rather. Also being good into the Landorus as well, matches up just pretty well.
Yeah.
I imagine the Sneasler also doesn't want to take any hits, and if the Chiyu's on the field, even the Flutter probably not.
Yeah, Bagel's got no flying resists notably, which means the Torn is probably gonna be able to have a good time.
Yes, and the Pelipper.
Yeah. Sneasler can
also
contest.
Doesn't appear to have any speed control. Outside of presumably an unburdened Sneasler, potentially a speed boosting Flutter or a Choice Scarf Chiyu. Maybe a Scarf
Flutter would be a bit of a stretch here.
Trick Room
and
Flutter
hand
might be fun.
Wilbum can plausibly abuse it, but that's the only potential like global speed effect that
Yeah,
big.
maybe like Icy Wind Flutter, but even that's probably asking a lot.
No, that's just so uncommon.
Surprising to hear
Just
that.
based on preview,
It's a pretty
I'd
real
say that
stat,
ratpacker
but
has a really good
um,
matchup here.
I can't say. I've only seen maybe a couple times, and I don't think I've seen an OSDT at all yet. So,
Hmm.
not in the games I've casted, anyways. I see
Yeah.
Wind Flutter.
One
I've been
water
good in,
resist into
but
one water resist
anyways,
Rillaboom into 3 flying types is pretty scary for Bagel.
yeah. Yeah,
And the
so it's
Palafin
hard to say the
touches the
red
field
picker doesn't
immediately.
have a pretty solid matchup edge.
Iron Hands
Um,
probably does get to click a button into someone here, as long as it can pick the slot right.
I'm surprised to
Um,
see the Torn used this early. Um,
Yeah,
like really, really surprised to see it hit the board this early. Like I would have expected to just I don't know
Oh, and
the
nearly
water damage early
dies.
on.
oh my.
That's
I
not good
guess
for
And
it
Ratpacker.
wanted to deny rocks early for its 3 flying types, but
I guess, but
didn't even come out. So
yeah, great turn for
Bagel's in a
Bagel.
Yeah,
pretty
very
good
smart.
spot off
Yeah,
of turn 1.
this Torn is such a valuable piece
I wonder if that's
for
like a
Red Packer.
Scarf Lando, maybe.
I mean, it undersped the Serena after Talon went up.
Hmm.
Really don't like that switch in. Huge damage on your Pelipper. I guess proccing eject button's not horrible, but
Oh, you're right.
at the same time, even if you're
Yeah, this
denying
is
fake out here, this Rillaboom still has a very, very strong wood hammer to be clicked right now.
yeah. Um, I mean, I've seen Palafin pick up these kills. Like the right Palafin set still just drops Rillaboom right here.
Yep.
But
Choice Band Terra Water would absolutely pick it up.
and
Potentially an adaptability. Basque Legion could also come in now and also do the same thing. Terra Water. Wave Crash would more than likely pick up that kill as well.
yeah, we saw Serena was faster than Lando.
Landorus is in a very dangerous position.
Yeah, depending okay, it looks like Serena even actually if it's Glass Lando and pretty offensive Serena, yeah, the terrain power whip could just straight up pick up the Lando. It's gonna depend on EV spreads from both players though. But yeah, the primary concern here is just yep.
Grassy Seed. Guess we don't get to see much of what it's doing.
Based on the U-turn roll, it's honestly, yeah, that's probably offensive Serena, and it was if it got the same roll, then Power Up would have picked up Lando there.
Mm-hmm.
Same approximate damage. I'm gonna go on record and say Power Up was probably a roll there, but you have to think that it was at least a little bit appealing to go for the kill on the Lando. Like this is your moment, this is your window. Your tail end is running low. It's you still got a little bit more time left, but Bagel gets to jump back in. Okay,
Removes
well,
the rain immediately.
so
So there's only 3 more turns left on rain for the whole game, presumably.
yeah,
Rillaboom is
if you're
still
Red Packer,
very
you just have
healthy.
to say that the game is not lasting that long,
Yeah. um,
which is semi-valid. Have to assume that if any of these mons have protect, it's gonna hit the field.
yeah.
Because all that matters at this point is just burning the 2 turns of Talon and 3 turns of Rain. And if you can do
Yeah.
that and be semi-alive and still have like some pieces, then you should be able to counter sweep. But I mean, if you that is kind of a tall ask, so
Yeah, yeah. Additionally, this Basque Legion could also just completely spin that back later in the game as well.
yeah. I mean, I'm
If
looking at the Sneasler and
if the
thinking
flutter
that
comes in soon, and
okay,
blocks a potential booster energy, or the Sneasler comes in and removes that unburden, this I'm assuming this Choice Scarf Basque Legion would potentially threaten a reverse.
I was
Oh,
shocked to not see.
Crap.
that's an incredible amount of damage.
I was shocked to not see Serena hit the field there.
Loses both of your rain sweepers just for the Landorus and the Iron Hands. Oy.
Yeah.
Well, this game's
So
probably over now.
yeah,
So.
Bagel just cleans up from here. It's I guess like agility torn maybe. I don't know. No, the talent wore off. Okay.
Yeah, this is just the
Or,
win now.
yeah.
And just ratpacker just couldn't capitalize on the night advantage, so. Oh.
Yes, to sleep, but I don't
It
think
doesn't
that matters.
matter. It's just
It
fun,
did not
kind of
matter.
fun to see.
More than
Yeah,
likely, that was an offensive Serena though. So not seeing the power whip on turn 2 or 3 or whatever it was when
yeah.
very, very quick set. Yeah.
Well played by Bagel.
Yeah. Solid piloting by Bagel. Put his mons in position, or their, I don't know gender, but put their
Bagel
mons in
uses
position.
him, I believe, so.
Okay. Yeah, put his mons in position to just win, and Ratpacker didn't preserve his threats well enough. So yeah, solid performance.
Thanks for joining,
for
guys. Thanks for
Bagel.
casting.
Yeah.
The emergency cast.
Very emergency cast got the quick set in too.
Yeah.
All right. See y'all later.
Take care.
Thanks everybody for
See ya.
watching.